What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of a mobile game? Cringy ads maybe? Basic, boring mechanics? Rise of Kingdoms maybe?
I love you, Lois Pewterschmidt. You can't just marry Quagmire.
Of course I can. He has 50 million power because he chose the Viking.
Well, for me, when I think of a good mobile game, I instantly picture a cool, dynamic level selector. Just like in Plants vs. Zombies, Candy Crush, or whatever. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do today. Hey, welcome back to episode 3 of I don't know what I'm doing, but it's cool to make games. Today I will show you how we design our level selection map and why it's freaking awesome. So at first we were thinking of just making a list of all the possible levels, right? But then I realized what a really stupid idea that was and how boring it would be. So we moved on and instantly we thought of Mario games, you know? How they have a map where you the player can move around and stop at the level you want to play, right? Well, we wanted to do something like that, but honestly, it would have meant a whole bunch of work for something that's kind of pointless, right? Because, hear me out, I mean, you don't want players to be struggling just to select a level, right? You want them to play straight away. So making a level selector map that's actually a map and you have to move your phone in order to select a level, I don't know, I think that's a lot of work, unnecessary stuff, and so we decided to not do that. And that's when we thought, hey, why don't we just steal Candy Crush, but why don't we just get inspired by Candy Crush vertical level map and make a level selector like theirs? So that's how this beautiful thing was born. Well, not quite. It actually went through a bit of a journey. These are the sketches of the level selector concept. Yeah, it's kinda cool, but it doesn't quite feel right. It's a bit too simple, I think. Then we moved on to this one, which looks way better, but it had a major flaw. Where the fuck are the level numbers? For some reason, I thought they weren't necessary, but then I realized how dumb that was. I mean, if someone wants to play, for example, let's say level 37, are they supposed to count all the levels one by one up to level 37? Hell no. And boom, that's how the new improved level selector map was born. Yeah, I know, pretty cool, not gonna lie. But it can still be better. What if we add a little animation that takes the player straight to the last level they play? I'm sure that's pretty easy to do. Well, apparently it's not that easy to do. It took me like a day, and thanks God that ChatGPT and Cloud are things that we can use, because hell no. Okay, but it's not only that an animation it's sick, but it also gives off that polished professional vibe to this game, and that's totally needed for an indie game just like this one. So there you go, a little cool animation that takes you to the last level. Perfection. Oh, and I also added this thing to the top, this like bubbles dropping from the ceiling, let's say. I don't know if they really fit or not, but I love particle systems, so I know they're staying okay. And this is the level selection map for Sweet Course, or whatever the hell I named that world. It's pretty dope, it looks quite clean. As you can see, Sweet Course has less levels than the normal grass world, but they look pretty cool and they're better levels, so you know, it's worth it, totally worth it. And I want to share something super curious with you guys. So, you see this image, right? And you probably think that it's a drawing. Well, it's actually a freaking massive model in Blender that my good friend Ivan made. He places every asset, every prop, wherever he thinks it looks cool and helps to decorate the scene. And then he takes a render of the model and boom, it becomes a 2D image. This method is easier for us because we already have all the assets used to decorate the level map, right? So we just place them here and there with some good taste of design, of course, and you get that 3D cartoon look almost for free, And that's exactly the look we were looking for, so there you go. A little cool life hack for every game developer out there. And that's the story behind this really cool level map selector. Totally not inspired by Candy Crush or anything like that, like totally not. If you think it's cool, smash like, and if you think it's horrible, terrible, smash like anyway, please. I need those likes, like, you feel me? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.